What is up, guys? James here from the Light of Riga YouTube channel, and in this video we're going to be doing a reading for all my Virgo sun sign friends. If you were born between the dates of August 23rd and September 22nd, then you are a Virgo sun sign, and this reading is for you. In today's video, we're going to be taking a look at the month ahead, at the month of August, for all my Virgo friends. And this spread is going to tell us what past, present, and future energies are surrounding you, as well as what to hold on to, let go of, and obstacles you're going to face on your path in the month of August. Basically, it's going to get you prepared for the month of August so that you're facing it with all the information that you need to make it the most successful month possible. And remember, this is going to be a general overall reading, and not everything's going to apply to everybody, so take what you will, leave the rest. If you want a specific reading tailored just for you, then head on over to my Etsy shop, and I can tap into your specific energies and do a variety of different spreads there. Today we're going to be using the Morgan-Greer Tarot. This is a beautiful, vibrant, colorful deck from the 70s. I love it a lot. Can't wait for you to see it if you've never seen it before. Alright, if you would, please give me a moment to center myself and ask the tarot cards a question. What are the energies of Virgo sun signs in the month of August? Alright, that ought to do it. I'm a shuffler. Yeah, I like them to be good and shuffled. Alright, and while we're at it, we're going to take a look at the Keepers of the Light Oracle deck, and we're going to ask this deck what spiritual message it has for Virgos in the month of August. And we will take a look at that card at the end. Alright, so let's get a gander at this. I see some major arcana here and some interesting ones at that. And then a nice mixture of cups, swords, wands. We got everything. No pentacles, though. Okay. So we'll go through these cards individually, then we'll look at them as a whole. And we'll start with this card here. This card represents the energies of last month. We've got the moon. So, the energies of July. Yeah, I'm getting the feeling of exposing some dark elements within yourself. I think maybe a lot of you came to some realizations about yourself in July. You did some internal prodding and digging deep into your inner psyches. And I think maybe some of you came to some realizations about where you're at and where you're going and where you want to be headed. And I get the feeling that this was a time of healing, a time of revelations, a time of very positive, a very positive vibe from this card that I don't usually get from the moon card. Not that the moon is negative, it's just that generally it's about the darker aspects. But I get the feeling of positivity from this card. Like July was a very good month for you to grow. I think you guys grew a lot and grew through understanding the self is kind of the feeling I'm getting. Now as we move into the present energies, we've got the Two of Cups. And I feel as though many of you may be really investing in your friendships right now, your close personal relationships, your romances. The Two of Cups is about creating friendships or celebrating friendships. And is there a new person in your life, Virgo friend, who is taking up a lot of your time and energy in a good way? That could possibly be what this is saying. Or you're just putting a little bit more time and effort and energy into your relationships than you usually do. And, maybe this is a result of what you learned in July, learned about the self, and now you're looking for that connection with other people because you've connected closer with yourself. Now you're looking to connect with others. I think that's a beautiful thing. It's a great thing. And I feel like you guys are feeling pretty good about yourselves right now is the gist I'm getting from these cards so far. All right, moving to this card. This card represents the energies of next month, the energies of August, and we've got the Magician. And I think a lot of you are going to take those good energies that you're feeling right now and that you kind of felt in July, and you're going to use them to create in a positive way as you move forward into your life. And the Magician is all about manifestation and creation and putting your energy and your abilities and your knowledge into the world to create something new. So for some of you, this could be a new job. This could be a new relationship based on the one that you're forging right now, happening in August. And just the idea of creation is going to be very strong in August. And I think you're gonna create based on how you're feeling now. So make sure how you're feeling now is very positive, because we're in a place now of manifesting our thoughts and our feelings. So make sure you're feeling very positive right now, because I feel like your manifestation abilities will be strong in August because you're going to be just feeling the vibes, basically. Okay, so yeah, creation, whether it's jobs, relationships, maybe new projects, creative projects, maybe even new ideas could be coming up in August for you guys. So be on the lookout for that. All right, this card here represents what you should hold on to for the month of August. We've got the Ten of Cups, and to me, this card is saying to remain emotionally happy. Focus on the positive aspects of your life and realize how much abundance and joy and how great your life is right now. Yes, there's things lacking from your life that you would prefer, but you have everything you need to be totally happy. And this card is asking you to remember that. Remember how happy you are, and if you're not totally blissful right now, find a reason why you should be blissful, because there is a reason why, and instead of looking for reasons why you shouldn't be totally blissful, right? Does that make sense? I think that if you go searching for emotional peace, you'll find it, but if you go searching for emotional calamity, you'll find it, right? You know what I mean? So search for peace and be grateful for all that you have, is what this card is saying. This card here represents the biggest challenges you're likely to face in the month of August, the biggest obstacle. We've got the Seven of Swords. Now, deception. Is there some sort of deception going on here? Let me just spend a moment with this card here. Yeah, okay. I think someone is going to try to deceive you in the month of August, and maybe they're going to be preying on your generosity. Maybe they'll just all out lie to your face in order to get what they want. I'm not sure what the details are. In fact, it's probably going to be different for a lot of you, but there is an energy coming in that's going to be one of deception from what I'm getting. So be on the lookout for that. Try to feel people out, not based on what they're saying or even doing, but how you feel about them. If you get a funny feeling about someone, that's probably based on your intuition. Unless it's based in your ego mind, but you should be able to tell the difference between your ego mind and just your gut feeling, your intuition. So trust your intuition when it comes to people this month, because I get the feeling there is a snake in the grass, and this could be a small deception, like someone steals $10 from you, or it could be a larger deception where we really want to guard against that. So be wary and be on your toes, be on the lookout for any false faces, you know what I'm saying? Because I think they're going to target you. Someone or something is likely to target you this coming month. So watch out. All right, this card here represents what to let go of in the month of August. We've got the World card. Now this is a curious card. Give me a moment to sit with this card and see what this is saying. Okay, this card is about completion. It's about the ending of a cycle or ending of an era. And I'm not 100% sure how this fits in with the Virgo life in August, but I do get the feeling that August is not a time to finish things. August, I'm getting a real sense here with the Magician and with the Two of Cups that August is going to be a time for you to create new things. So if you're looking to like wrap things up, this is not going to be the month for that. There's not going to be any endings this month, if that makes any sense to you. If you think about life, it's just various cycles that keep, repeating. And when you come to an end of a cycle, something starts again. And I feel like you came to an end of a cycle maybe before July. And so we're at the start of a new cycle. A lot of new energies coming in. So don't feel like you have to finish anything. And I know that's kind of vague, but I think it applies to a lot of different ways, and you can figure out how that applies to you. Is there something that you are looking to finish? Probably not going to happen in August, and there's no need to push for it in August. Allow things to be natural and don't force anything. And this could apply to a relationship. It could apply to a career. It could apply to creative artistic projects. It's very hard for me, in a general overall reading to be specific about it, but that is a general energy coming in for Virgo that you should avoid. All right, this card here represents the energies of the people around you in the month of August, and we've got the Five of Wands. Now keep in mind, this is the general overall energy of all the people in your life. So different individuals will have different specific energies, but for the most part, the people in your life, Virgos, are going to be a little bit combative. Yes, and it's not like they're going to call you out and there's going to be huge fights, but there's going to be little things, just kind of like going against things that you say or want or do, and it's going to maybe drain you a little bit. It's not going to be a huge suck of your energy, but I do feel like maybe the people in your life in the month of August are going to kind of chip away at your energy a little bit here and there with just little bouts. So try to, if you feel someone being combative with you, just kind of back away, let them have their space, and give yourself some space so that there's not an unhealthy exchange of negative energy there. So you got to protect your energy from those people who are wishing to engage in combat. You know what I mean? Figurative combat. I don't think anyone's trying to fight you. Although, if I shouldn't have to tell you, if someone's trying to fight you, it's probably best to not fight back, or not to allow it to get out of hand. Anyway, okay. This card here represents the biggest lesson you're likely to learn in the month of August, and we have Judgment, Major Arcana coming in. Yeah, I get the feeling here that the lesson is that a lot of you, again, a general overall reading, but a lot of you have gone through a rebirth. You've gone through almost like a metamorphosis, coming from July and moving into August. I think a lot of you may be experiencing change, and there might be some the energies are changing, and as a result, you're changing along with it. And it's almost as if you're like a different person now than you were a couple months ago. And it's time to realize that this is the start of a new cycle where you get to choose the way your life goes now. It's like you have a fresh blank slate. And now is the time for you to create whatever life you want to create. The Magician is here. He's ready in August to help you create. And he's not helping you doing it all, but he's showing us that it's time for you to create. So create the life that you want, starting in August. We just had the new moon in Leo, so this is the time now for maybe making any changes that you want to make, making any tweaks to your life. And if you want your life to drastically change, now is the time to do it, because August is going to be a time for change for Virgos. It's the feeling I'm getting. All right, now that we've seen them all, let's go through and talk about the overall energies going on here. Like I said, July seemed like a time for maybe closing off any loose ends and really self-analyzing, like the end of things, we kind of go back and we have a debriefing. I get the feeling that July, you kind of debriefed yourself and you kind of figured some things out, and now you're moving towards a brighter time where you're ready to create, you're ready to make new friendships or new romances or new career opportunities, or really just setting off on a new path is basically the feelings I'm getting here. So keep in mind, whatever you think and say is what you will create in your life. And since it's time to create, make sure the things that you're thinking and saying are very positive. Focus on the abundance, the gratitude that you have, and just focus on all the positive emotions, because those are the ones you want to manifest. Those are the ones that you want to hold in your heart, so that it tells the universe what to create around you. So hold on to that happiness and be totally blissful. There's no reason not to be, but bear in mind that there may be some tricksters out there, and you don't want to be bamboozled. Okay, so if someone's trying to get over on you, you got to protect your energy. There's no shame in telling that person no and stepping away from the situation and just extricating yourself. August is not really the time for completion. If you feel like you want to end something, that's fine, but I wouldn't force it. If it comes naturally, fine, but I wouldn't force any endings to anything, because it just feels like it's not the time to tie up any loose ends. It's just, August just seems like such a new energy for you guys, that closing off loose ends or ending cycles doesn't seem to be the right way to go. The people around you are going to be a little bit combative. They're going to want to just disagree with you, or push against you, argue with you, that sort of feelings. So don't let them do that. Protect your energy. Your energy is the most important thing, so you got to protect it. Don't feel bad about protecting it. And doesn't mean you don't like the person. It just means I can't talk to you right now. Okay. And keep in mind that it's the start of something new, guys. You have the ability to create who you want to be right now, and we change all the time, but especially now is the time for you guys to change for the positive. And you get to be whoever you want to be, because you're going through what I would consider a metamorphosis. It might be a small metamorphosis. We don't change drastically in the course of a month. But I do feel like you are going to be a very different person by the end of August than you were at the beginning of July. Is basically the gist I'm getting. Okay, so there is that spread. Let's take a look at the Keepers of the Light Oracle, because we asked it what spiritual message it had for Virgos in the month of August, and we got Master Jesus. Oh, forgiveness. You are on the path of light, love, and forgiveness. Father, healing is possible at this time. Okay, we all know about Jesus and what he's about. How does Jesus apply to your life? This deck is about ascended masters and keepers of the light and extraterrestrials and angels. And this one came to you to give you a message of forgiveness. So I think as you move forward in this new part of your life, you're going to have to leave the negative energy behind that you've been carrying with you for so long. And the only way to get rid of that negative energy is to forgive yourself and love yourself and appreciate how beautiful you are, and not carry around that baggage, that guilt, not carry around the anger or the animosity, and just to be free and loving and full of forgiveness for both yourself and others. And that's going to help you set on the right path in this next month as you create a new life for yourself. And I think that's all I have to say about that. So I want to thank you guys for tuning in. Remember, this is a general overall reading. If you want a more specific reading where I tap into your energies, then head on over to my Etsy shop. I'll put a link in the description and in the card, so you can just click on that and head on over and check out what kind of spreads and readings I offer. I would appreciate that. If you like this video, please give it a like. I would appreciate that as well. It lets me know I'm doing something right. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, anything you want to say about this reading, then put a comment in the comment section below. I love to hear what you have to say. And if you really enjoyed this video, please consider subscribing, because I release these kinds of videos very regularly. Alright guys, I really appreciate you tuning in. Have a great month. Leave a like if you enjoyed this. Happy taroting. Peace.